I need you to name me the NBA player who's played the most playoff games for every NBA franchise.
Played, huh?
Played. Not necessarily won, but played. There are 7 that are 2-starred. I didn't think there should be 7, but you guys gave me so much slack for, I thought this should have been a 2-star. So 37 total points. First one to 16 will be the victor. There are some asterisk ones next to him. Those just mean that there's 2 players tied. I'll take either one.
For the Miami Heat, I'm going to say that's Dwayne Wade.
That is Dwayne Wade.
Well, Cavaliers, I'm just going to take what I feel is the easiest one. I'm going to take LeBron James for the Cavaliers.
Yes, the glorious king, LeBron.
For the Dallas Mavericks, I'm going to go with Dirk Nowitzki.
Dirk Nowitzki. Bang.
I mean, he was there the longest. They made the playoffs pretty much every year of his career, I think. I'm going to go Tim Duncan for the Spurs.
Yes, it is the big fundamental Timmy D.
For the Celtics, give me Bill Russell.
It is not Bill Russell.
Pistons is a star, huh?
It is.
Ooh, interesting. I did not think the Piston would be a star. Obviously, I'm not going with that then.
No, you got it.
No, I'm okay. I'm all right.
No, go ahead.
No,
you
okay.
It's okay.
I'm okay. I'm going to go over to the Pacers, and I'm going to go Reggie Miller.
Yes, Reginald.
Reginald.
It is Reginald.
It is Reginald, yeah.
Reginald Miller.
I did. I looked it up before I posted the video, but yeah, a lot of people in the comments were like, it is absolutely Reginald.
Yep.
And I feel absolutely sorry for him. No.
I feel like Reginald's the only nickname that you could get Reggie out of.
That is very unfortunate. Yeah.
I just thought they might have named him straight up Reggie. That's why.
That would have been the better option.
Yeah.
For the Lakers, this guy played with them forever. Won a lot of chips. Give me Kobe Bryant.
It is Kobe Bean. I was surprised I didn't get that from Arman. Yes, it is Kobe Bean.
My only thought was that almost all of those runs, Derek Fisher was also there.
He was second.
Okay, yeah.
Derek Fisher was second.
I knew he would be. I didn't know if maybe like Kobe missed a game or something.
We're getting the triple digit ones out the way.
I'm going to go over to the Raptors. I think that one's one of the ones where it's like there is only one answer, I feel like. And I'm going to say Kyle Lowry.
The only reason why I did this trivia, so we could put BB Lowry's picture back up here. It is indeed Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, that's what I would have gone with. I'm looking at this board. There's several names it could be for a lot of these teams, so it's hard for me to pick one where I'm just like, oh, it's obviously this name. Bulls, Warriors, and then the Jazz. Or the 76ers. I'm going to say this is a guy who was there since Jim Crow basketball.
Jesus Christ. Jesus.
That is the Dr. J.
An apple a day keeps the doctor away. And it is Julius Erving.
There are a lot of like 50-50s here. You're realizing how many like duos really stayed together for a while. I don't think anybody stayed with the Suns as long and made enough runs with the Suns as long as Steve Nash.
Is that your guess?
That's my guess.
It is not Steve Nash.
Hey, Zach, what does that asterisk mean on the Thunder?
You don't listen, bro.
Yeah, you definitely don't listen. The asterisk means that there are 2 players tied. I will take either one of them.
The Thunder don't have a long history. Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook were there for a very long time, but I'm going to go with Russell Westbrook.
That is a very methodical pick, and you happen to hit on it because it is not Kevin Durant that he's tied with, but Russ is tied for number 1, but he's tied with Nate McMillan.
Jesus.
So it is Russell Westbrook and Nate McMillan both with 98 games.
Well,
you picked right. You picked right because if you would have went Kevin Durant, it would have been incorrect. And Cam regains his lead, jumps out to 5-4.
I don't want to go back to the Suns. I'll go right above them. I'll go to the Knicks. Feels like it has to be somebody from that era at least. I hate that he's shaking his head. Makes me feel like I'm being lulled into a wrong answer, but I'm going to go with Patrick Ewing.
Yeah, don't worry about me. You got it right.
Okay,
it is Patrick Ewing.
All right. I was concerned it could be John Starks, but...
He went to playoffs almost every year.
Is it really that easy? Is it really that easy?
When we get a merch line, that's going to be one of the things on a shirt or a hat. Is it really that easy?
Is it really that easy?
Yeah.
Is it really that easy? Portland Trailblazers, give me Damian Lillard.
It evidently isn't that easy because it is not Damian Lillard.
This is the fallacy of that. We get lulled into this, and it's not that easy. It really isn't, at least for most of us that aren't dorks online. Sorry.
According to my calculations,
I went to all of the 2 stars first because they were all super easy. I can't believe he didn't just go for all the 2 stars. Wait.
I love the dude that set the standard as knowing Rick Smits is when you can talk about
the warden of
when you can talk about
yeah.
you can talk about sports on a podcast if you know who Rick Smits is.
I mean, I do know who Rick Smits is. So you two are
starting
off the show
podcasts.
now. It's just the me show because I apparently I'm the only one allowed to make a podcast because I know Rick Smith. So sorry, guys.
Sorry, yeah, this is our last episode.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. I mean, if it's not Dame, it could be somebody else from the team that played with him, but honestly, I don't think it would be. Aldridge was like there, but not long enough. So I don't think it's anybody recently. I'm going to go back. I'm going to say an old head to him. I'm going to say it's Clyde Drexler.
Stop with the old heads to me. Yes, it's Clyde the Glide,
Oh,
and
okay.
I know who that is.
Okay. All right.
Don't do that. Armand retakes the lead 6-5. Cameron, it is now over to you. See if you can tie it up or take a shot on some of these 2-pointers. I will tell you, I was tempted to make some of these worth like 5.
Oh, Jesus
Because there
Christ.
is no way. Only a couple. I'm not going to tell you which ones.
Okay.
But I was very tempted to put like a different star and be like, if you get this name, you win the trivia. Because you earned it. It's yours. Your Rockets one is still up there, Cameron.
This dude's trying to load me. Do I want to do it? He was in the playoffs a lot, but jeez, man, I don't know if he was in the playoffs that much.
Which one are you thinking about?
The Warriors. One guy got injured a lot for a extended period of time. The other gets kicked out of games a lot. And so because of that, I'm going to go with Stephen Curry.
I like the guess. You didn't really make it sound like an answer, but it's wrong. It is not Steph Curry.
There was a series or two where he missed it with KD, and KD and them like won the series anyways. That was the one I knew it wasn't going to be. I'm still unsure about the other two. I'm thinking about the Magic right now. I know he took him to the finals. I feel like Shaq was not there long enough. If anything, it would be maybe Penny, but I don't know how much they were really making the playoffs once he left. I feel like the one that makes the most sense to me is the other center that took him to the finals is Dwight Howard.
It is Dwight Howard, yes.
Why does Arman always get the answers?
You could have guessed on that one. Nobody made you go Golden State.
I'm looking at that Suns one. There's one guy I think of who led them to a lot of wins. The first thing in your mind is like, oh, Steve Nash. I'm going to say this guy had the most overall success, and I'm going to go with Charles Barkley.
Not a bad guess. I like the way that you thought through it. It is not Sir Charles. I don't think he was there long enough.
Yeah, I think he was only there for like 4 years. I think I will go back to the Suns. I'm going to say it's Steve Nash's running mate, and maybe Steve Nash had to miss a game after... Who was it that elbowed him into the stands? It was Ori. It was Robert Ori that elbowed him into the stands. I'm going to say maybe he missed a game, and maybe Amari Stoudemire is the one that leads by 1.
It is not Stat. And Steve Nash, in fact, continued to play through that injury.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
not sit out. Played the rest of the game.
Wow.
And continued to play after.
All right.
I would have raised if that was right. I'm not going to lie. I would have lost it.
Why?
There are a lot easier ones on the board still. Before we go 4 or 5 deep on one team,
Okay.
there are a lot easier names on the board.
I'm going to go Denver Nuggets, Nikola Jokic.
It is the Joker, Nikola Jokic.
Already? Wow.
Attaboy. 68 and probably a lot more with this upcoming finals, especially if they get matched up against the Lakers.
Yeah, yeah.
Good pull, Cameron. Good pull.
Good pull.
Thank you.
They did miss the playoffs quite a bit when he was there, but they did also have a long drought after he was gone. I can't imagine the Timberwolves being, and 47 is a low enough number, I can't imagine it being anybody else other than Kevin Garnett.
I like it. Trust your gut. It is Kevin Garnett, the big ticket.
Okay.
Armand still with a subtle 2-point lead. Not enough to strike fear, but is there nonetheless.
I
Back
feel
up a
like that
little bit.
Grizzlies one may be calling my name. No.
Your Rocket is still on the board.
You know why he's not going for the Rocket.
You have
There are
yet
options.
to take a shot on it.
There's just some teams where there's only like 2 or 3 obvious answers, and I don't want to take one of those off the board. I'm playing keep away as much as I can.
Sometimes a good defense is a good offense. Don't you? Isn't that you're saying the best defense is a good offense?
I wasn't playing when I said that. I wasn't
Yeah.
playing when I said that, so.
Okay.
I mean, he was there for a very long time, and he was there even after he retired.
What does that mean?
Can't play when you're retired.
I'm talking about teammates. His teammate was there longer than him. So, I don't know. I don't like this one. I don't like it. I don't like
Go
it.
for something else then. No one's making you guess that one.
I know. I'm going to say for that Memphis Grizzlies one, that's Mike Conley.
It is not Mike Conley.
It's not a bad guess. I
It's
feel
not
like
a bad guess at all.
I
He's
feel-
top. He's in the top 4 at least.
There's 2 guys I'm between for the Celtics, but I just feel like they didn't play enough games because there weren't as many rounds of the playoffs for it to be like 60s, which is why it wasn't Bill Russell. It still could be somebody from that era, but I'm going to say it's somebody from a more current era. I'm going to say that it's Paul Pierce.
It is not Mr. Poop Stains. This one is not Paul Pierce.
I'm going to follow up on that guess and say it's Larry Bird.
Larry Bird really is a fraudulent player because it is not Larry Bird. We learned that more and more through this trivia that Larry Bird wasn't as great as all these old heads want to say.
Fraud as hell.
I haven't heard anybody look at the Nets, though. There's 2 players.
That is true. There's 2 tied. This is only NBA, right? Not ABA.
Correct.
All right. It's not Dr. J, because that's why I was like, is it ABA? Because
No,
I was
no.
thinking he could be on there for
When you
them.
said that, I knew where your head was going.
I just haven't heard anybody mention it. I know why you guys are staying away from the Jazz. I just haven't heard any thoughts about that
There's
either.
an obvious reason for the Jazz. We both know who it is for the Jazz. The 2 answers it could be. We both know the 2 answers it could be for the Bulls, the Rockets, now the Warriors. Now that it's not Curry. Like, we're both on the same page here.
Somebody's just got to start ripping them.
I don't want to, because then what will happen is I get it wrong, he gets it right, and then now I got to go to a whole new one, and it could be the same thing again.
That's called foreshadowing.
I'll go to the Nets only for the reason that they're tied. Back-to-back finals runs. They didn't win either, but that gets you a lot of games under your belt. I'm going to go with Jason Kidd.
Yeah, Jason Kidd is one of them.
Can I guess what the other one is?
Yeah.
Is it Kenyon Martin?
It is not Kenyon Martin.
Harry Kittles?
Who?
Okay.
I just said I would not have 2
I
pointed.
don't know. Richard Jefferson?
Richard Jefferson.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Richard Jefferson and Jason Kidd.
I'm going to stop overthinking this. I'm just going to rip it. If I get it wrong, that's basically the game. For the Warriors, when this dude isn't kicking people in the nuts, he's in the game playing, he's contributing. Give me the donkey, give me Draymond Green.
That's what I would have gone with, so.
It is not Draymond Green.
Bro, I'm telling you, how is it always me? How is it always me? I'm not getting it wrong.
It's not Draymond Green.
Well, I mean, I feel much more confident going Golden State saying it's Clay.
1 game above Steph. It is Klay Thompson.
I'm sorry, Cam. Come back.
Beat him by 1 game. Oh, man. Oh, man.
I'm sick of this bullshit, bro. It's always me.
I'm sorry, man.
I'm sorry, buddy. I thought he was going to go Clay, and then as soon as he started monologuing about kicking people, I was like,
oh no. I said it before to not be disingenuous. I would have gone Draymond if I was forced to. So I was right there with you. All right, you're up again.
it is your turn again. Arman jumps out to a 4-point lead. Might have to get some of these.
All right, Utah Jazz,
old heads-
Carmelo.
Wow.
Oh, that was a fast rip.
It's not Carl.
You left the Discord. You left the Discord. Oh my god.
Oh,
my
man.
god.
Break it.
Don't break
no,
it, Mr.
no,
Edson.
no,
Come
stop,
on. Don't
Stop.
break it.
Stop.
If I was forced to on that one, I would have said John Stockton just because Karl Malone left earlier. I'm going to go with John Stockton for the Jazz.
It is John Stockton. Yo, I loved that he ripped. It was the fast answer.
All right, you win, Armand. You win. Good game.
No,
No,
Cam,
stop,
come
stop,
on.
You win.
Stop.
Stop.
You
Stop.
win. You win.
You have 2 pointers on the board. Stop it.
I'm not gonna get them.
You still could. I'm still 5 points away from winning. Relax.
And I'm 5 points away from you. So what does that make me? Washington Wizards, Elvin Hayes.
It is not Elvin Hayes.
Okay, that wasn't a bad.
That's not a bad guess at all.
He has put me back in the position where I've got to make the 50-50s now, though.
Yeah, I probably would have just ripped a random one on like a 2-pointer.
I mean, maybe I should do it too.
Nah, you gotta guess one of the 50-50s.
What?
You gotta guess a 50-50.
What do you mean?
You gotta guess a 50-50.
I could go for a 2-pointer.
You can, absolutely.
Bulls is tough. That's the obvious 50-50 for us because it's like one got there earlier, the other one stayed through it and didn't retire twice. Cam, are you between 2 for the Rockets?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. We're probably between the same 2. I can talk it out. Harden was there a long time, played a ton of games, but 2 runs to the finals gets you a lot of games. I also know one of them was a sweep too. So that's only 4 games. For me, 2 finals runs is enough to make me want to go with the Rockets and go Hakeem Olajuwon.
Yeah.
Let's
yeah,
go.
It is Hakeem Olajuwon.
Washington Wizards, Wes Unseld Jr.
That was a quick rip. It is Wes Unseld Jr.
Wow.
Lock in your 2, baby.
Nice.
He's so mad.
Don't worry about me. I'm in my Mamba mentality.
All right,
I mean,
lock
Jimmy
in.
Butler mentality. Job's not finished. What's there to be happy about? Anyway,
How many chips does Jimmy Butler have? Anyways,
He's getting cocky.
he switched it from Mamba mentality to Jimmy Butler mentality. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, we can't do that.
I kind of want to go Clippers. That's one of the ones where it's not even a duo, it's a trio. I think he stayed longer. It might be the unlikeliest out of the trio, but I'm going to go with DeAndre Jordan for the Clippers.
that's right.
Who's the host?
That's got to be right.
Who's the host? Is that a name that you had in your head?
Yes.
Yeah, you should have ripped it earlier. Yeah, it's DeAndre Jordan.
Let's go.
For the Bobcats, give me Gerald Wallace.
That's a crazy name I haven't heard in a long time. It is not Gerald Wallace, but I do like that name. Somebody's gonna have to rip the Bulls. Somebody's gonna take the shot.
Oh, look, man, he gave me two of them. If I give him one here, it's okay. I just don't know how far Pippen got without Jordan. I'm going to say Jordan. He might have been losing those series early, but he played enough of them to be on here for them. I'm going to say Michael Jordan.
Yo, Arman is smashing these 50-50s, bro. It is indeed Michael Jordan.
All right, for the Kings, give me Vlade Divac.
That ain't bad.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
It is Vlade Divac.
Nice pull. Nice pull.
Good pull. He is locked in.
He's back with him. He's back within 4, man. This isn't crazy over with these 2-pointers. I am a 2-pointer away from winning, right?
Correct.
Feel like I gotta try it. I haven't tried for a 2-pointer yet. I gotta at least try. The one I've been looking at the whole time has been the Pelicans, New Orleans Hornets. I'm gonna go for not Chris Paul because it's 2-pointed. I'm gonna go David West.
A 2-pointer for the win.
Uh-huh.
It is indeed
Let's go.
David West. That's also Andre Iguodala.
I can tell,
Arman is going to pull this one out on a 2-pointer.
Yep.
Atlanta Hawks.
Bob Pettit.
No, I would not have made that a 2-pointer.
Okay.
Because I know you know who that is.
What's that dude's name? Like Cliff Hagan? Is it him?
Cliff who?
It is indeed Cliff Hagan.
Wow.
It
Who
is.
the hell is that?
Cliff Hagan.
What an insane pull, Cam. Holy. You should just go for the 2-pointers, bro. You got a higher percentage on the 2-pointers.
You know what's crazy? That dude's like 92. That dude played in pre-Jim Crow basketball.
Jesus Christ. Celtics. What's his name? Havlicek?
It is John Havlicek.
Okay.
Yep.
I would have gone with Havlicek or McHale.
Those are the two that I was thinking about.
Yep.
Bobcats, Hornets. Man, 32 for them is kind of crazy. Is this Glenn Rice?
No, it is not Glenn Rice.
Okay.
I would think Muggsy Bogues.
It is not Muggsy Bogues.
Do you know the answer, like the
No.
person? Who is it?
It's David Wesley.
David. Okay, I don't know who that is.
Me
no.
neither.
Pistons is it 80s, 90s, or is it 2000s?
This is 2000s.
Rashid?
It is not.
The other Wallace?
It is not Ben Wallace.
Sean Prince.
Not Tayshaun Prince.
Really? I mean, Rip Hamilton.
Rip Hamilton.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why did you
That's why-
2-point that one?
For the reason why we guessed like 5 other guys before him. There's just
Before,
so
yep.
many answers.
Rip Hamilton.
Yeah, I did that with a couple of the Pistons ones too, like on the MVP one, because there are so many answers. That's why he 2-pointed it.
I did. For the Grizzlies, I know you were thinking about that before you went with Conley. Who was the other name you had in your head, Cam?
Marcus All.
It is not Marcus Gasol.
Tony Allen.
Tony Allen.
It is not Tony Allen.
Well, then Randolph.
It is Zach Randolph. Yeah.
Oh.
Zebo.
Bucks. Harry Cummings.
It is not Terry.
Is it Sydney?
It is Sidney Moncrief.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. How far off is Giannis now?
Got to be at least top 10.
I feel like if he makes a deep run this year, he might overtake.
He's actually number 2. Yeah. He's 9 games away.
Yeah. So yeah, if they go on a deep run, he can overtake. Suns. John Marion.
It is not Matrix. Cam had it right when he was thinking older with Barkley.
Oh, then it's the point guard. What's his name? Kevin Johnson.
It is Kevin Johnson. Yeah, I mean, all of these names were names that did something, except for maybe David Wesley did. I don't know who that is. So
I don't think he did.
I've heard of Vlade Divac. Did he play for the Lakers? Or he was just
Yes.
King?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was the one that the Lakers traded for the pick to pick Kobe.
Ah, got it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Never would have had that in my head. So that's a crazy pull.
Mm-hmm.
And where did you come up with Cliff Hagan?
That's insane, bro. How do you know that name?
Who's Cliff Hagan?
Bro.
This dude just has like the most random
white
names
dude.
in his head.